Hello, good evening. My name is Godwin Okoro. I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's a beautiful evening. Actually, it's Easter Sunday, and we have been working on risk management this term. So, I wanted to talk to you about major medical insurance. Major medical insurance is a way for individuals to cover themselves against catastrophic losses resulting from either injury or illness. So we're going to look at some of the characteristics of major uh, insurance, and as well as look at some of the terminologies and then do some calculations on how a covered expense is paid. So my objective is that when you finish watching this video, you'll be able to understand what the main characteristics of major medical insurance, as well as be able to do some calculations uh, from a covered expense. Okay, let's look at the board. Now, there are three major characteristics that I wanted to talk about. There are others, but just for the sake of time, I'm going to talk about deductible. I will discuss co-insurance. Then I will also talk about out-of-pocket limits. Now, a deductible is the amount that an insured has to pay each year before the insurer will start making any payments toward a covered expense. So let's say a deductible could be, say, $1,000 per year. That means that the first $1,000 of qualified expenses has to be paid by the insured. Now, co-insurance is measured on a percentage basis based on the policy. Often the policy will say we'll have an 80-20%, which means the insurer covers 80% of the expenses and the insured covers 20% of the expenses. Then out-of-pocket limit helps the insured to reduce the crushing burden, financial burden of having excessive medical expenditure. For example, an out-of-pocket limit could be, say, $5,000. That means that is the limit that the insured will have to pay each year. So let's look at some example. Let's say an insured had surgery and the covered expense was $25,000. So in this case, there's a deductible of $1,000. So that leaves a balance of $24,000. That $1,000, of course, comes out of the pocket of the insured. Now, out of this $24,000, 80% of that is covered by the insured, which is 19,200, and the other remaining 20% is covered by the insured. That's 4,800. So in this case, it works out where the insurer pays 19,200, the insured pays 4,800 for a total of 24,000. Look at this. This is still within the $5,000 limit that the insured has to pay. But let's take another example. Let's say that this amount, instead of 25,000, it was 30,000. Now, in this case, we do the same thing, $1,000 deductible, so the remaining 29,000, and you look at that, 80% of that will be 23,200, and 20% of that to be paid by the insured will be 5,800. So in this case, the insured only has to pay 5,000. The other 800 will have to be covered by the insurer because the policy has a limit, out-of-pocket limit of 5,000. So this is why it helps to have major medical insurance, because it protects you against catastrophic losses resulting from either injury or a severe medical expense. I hope this helps. Look forward to seeing you in another class next time. Thank you.